So they say cats are very unlucky, especially black cats. But I don't know about you, but my count's negative is positive. I don't know. It works. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Movie Emporium's movie review of Apple TV Plus original Luck. This film is directed by Peggy Holmes. So in this animated film, which is Luck, even Noblezada, who is actually in another film that premieres this weekend, plays the character of Sam, or voices her. And Sam is a very unlucky individual. She grew up in a foster home, never found a forever parent. She, of course, is helping this young girl find a forever parent, but because of her luck, she doesn't seem to be doing very well. She can't provide for a home because she is constantly having issues. And one day she comes across this black cat who seems to have provided her with a bunch of luck. Well, we find out that black cat is voiced by a person, which of course is Simon Pegg, and is named Bob, and is actually from a place called the Land of Luck, which is, as you expect, leprechauns and, things that create good luck for individuals, as well as the randomization of bad luck. So she finds herself in this world. She is basically under constant surveillance of people like Whoopi Goldberg, who voices the captain, and Jane Fonda, who voices the dragon in this movie. And it basically becomes a story about her trying to find this young girl a forever family, use the luck of this world to do that, as well as trying to find luck for herself in the world to be somebody that, has a chance for the future, I guess you could say. And on top of that, they're trying to hide the fact that not only a human is in this world that is very unlucky, but of course Bob is trying to get his lucky coin that she lost from him back. So it's kind of a story of individuals finding themselves and individuals kind of, on a quest to do a certain thing. And on top of that, this is produced by John Lasseter of Pixar fame, which I thought was kind of interesting. So it honestly takes a lot of work and production value and sweat and tears to make an animated film. They're one of the hardest things to do. To be successful and original, you have to be truly creative. But as we know, like horror films, anime films are a dime a dozen. So there's a lot of anime films that come out on different streaming services and theaters. And 99 times out of 100, they're pretty bad, to be fairly honest. But every once in a while, there's a good one with, say, a Sea Beast or How to Train Your Dragon, one that is in the 1% lightning in a bottle situation. So with this movie Luck, it's Skydance Animation, which Skydance is now famous for doing a lot of Tom Cruise movies. It's created by David Ellison, who is very famous as a producer at this point. And it's their first animated film, so I was hoping for the best. I was expecting a mediocre film, but I didn't know what I was going to get myself into, because you never know with these types of films. You never know how they're going to come out. Like I said, it's a dime a dozen. But then I found out John Lasseter is producing this. He's a pretty good producer, as we all know. He can into some problems. But with that said, as Skydance Animation's first film into the animation realm, and with this movie premiering on Apple TV Plus, is this movie worth watching? Is it good? How is it overall as an animated feature from a first studio company? That type of thing. Well, outside of some predictable stuff, and there is a lot of predictable stuff in this movie, I really enjoyed this movie, to be fairly honest. It's not the greatest animated film I've ever seen. It definitely shows the weaker side of a studio's first starting out. But I think, if this is Skydance Animation's first film and John Lasseter is behind it, I think there's only a going up in this route. I think it is. I think this is a movie that has a lot of potential. It doesn't fully deliver on that potential when it comes to character developments and the ideas that it goes places you expect. But it's a movie that I think is full of heart. I think it's a lot of fun. I think the animation is absolutely gorgeous. You can tell they actually spent some money on this film. And I think the cast in this film, feeling a little weird when you think about who's in this movie, does a nice job as the characters they're in. Yes, you recognize Whoopi Goldberg. Yes, you do recognize Jane Fonda. Yes, you recognize John Ratzenberger, who's in this movie. But I think overall, I think this movie is just, it's a good, fun, animated film for kids. It's only an hour and 45 minutes. It has a really cool looking world. It has great music. Like I said, great voice work. And it's just fun. It's just entertaining. The story is going to go exactly where you expect. I think the character of Sam is a very predictable character, but but the actress voicing her, Eva Noblezada, does a really nice job. She is somebody with a lot of spunk, a lot of spark. It's just, these are the type of individuals that really can sell a movie. Even though if you may not know who she is as an actress, you know that she has at least a decent range when it comes to her character development. And she's going up against titans in the industry like Whoopi Goldberg and Jane Fonda, as well as Simon Pegg. You know, these are actors and actresses that have been around for quite a while, and they know what they're doing, especially in the voice work space. And I think she holds her own. I think the chemistry between her and the Black Cat Bob are a lot of fun. I think when they show the different worlds between the bad luck world and the good luck world, I think they have a lot of contrast, and they're very, very interesting. I like the effects of, you know, when you see like how the world shifts and stuff like that between like the bad luck world and the good luck world, which are kind of in, you know, a yin and yang comparison. I think all that stuff is really creative, and how it shifts and how it, like, you know, gravity shifts, stuff like that. So she'll jump through, you know, the, like, if you ever seen Stranger Things the last season, where they jump through, you know, what they look like is down at the bottom, and then they kind of shift up, and then the world shifts. That stuff is really creative to me. That shows like kind of a level of originality, I guess you could say, when it comes to the creative nature of the animators behind this. So I really found, for a first time effort from a studio, this film is actually quite good for what it's doing. I just think in the end, when it comes to like how you see it going, where you see it going, how you see it concluding, it doesn't really do anything different than what you've seen a million times before. So that is a knock against it. But I think in the end, when you kind of sit down and watch it, when you sit down and, you know, see this world that's presented, you see how well it's put together, you see how well it's animated, and you see the characters, how they just kind of, you know, flow through this world. This actually reminds me of Ice Age a little bit, where so a lot of the characters look the same, but they have different personalities, and I think that's really cool. And like I said, all the voice work great, animation great, and everything about this movie is just an entertaining time on the streaming service, I guess you could say. And it's it proves another point in my kind of arsenal of Apple TV Plus, where they just keep delivering a lot of great programming and putting themselves in the top tier when it comes to streaming services. So overall, Luck as an animated film is pretty good. I think it's very enjoyable, and is definitely recommended for kids and adults alike. It has a lot of great messages. So with that said, that is my take on Luck. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments below, are you going to see this movie? Have you ever heard of this movie? If you have, let me know what you think. If you see it, or when you see it, all that good stuff. But otherwise, thank you so much. If you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button, and as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.